Hello and welcome back to another video where today we will be breaking down everything that was at the Resident Evil Showcase in April 2021. So before we start, I will say that I will be essentially spoiling the showcase, and if you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend that you go and watch it first and then come back where I break stuff down. Okay, so the first thing we got in the showcase was actually a new trailer for Resident Evil Village, and I'm going to assume that this will be the final trailer that the game will have, even though they didn't call it the final trailer, they called it Story Trailer 2, but I can't really see them putting out another trailer until like the launch trailer. So there was quite a lot in this trailer. We got to hear a bit more of some mystery women that we've heard in the previous trailers saying about Mother Miranda. We got to see some of the, well, I assume the survivors from the village, even though in the trailer they say that there's no one left. We get to see a little bit more of Dimitrescu. It kind of just see a bit more of stuff we've already seen. We also see a couple of new characters. Like we get to see a bit more of Heisenberg, and we also get to see, towards the end of the trailer, some operative looking guy with some interesting looking headgear that looks like a cog. And also we get to see Chris as well, so we know that Chris will be in the village as well. And when we see Chris, Ethan sort of confirms that Mia is dead, or at least that's what Ethan thinks. But I think there's a chance that Mia may not be dead, because we know Resident Evil likes plot twists, so maybe it was like a fake death planned between Mia and the BSAA, or whatever blue umbrella Chris is working for. The next thing is something that really surprised me and also excited me, and it was the announcement that Mercenaries mode will be returning for Resident Evil Village. For those of you who don't know, Mercenaries mode was in Resident Evil 4 and 5, and then it also got its own game on the 3DS. But the 3DS game was a bit iffy because the graphics were a bit odd and didn't have all the characters. But pretty much Mercenaries mode is a time attack mode where your goal is to get as many points, and you can also get new guns. Normally Mercenaries mode you can play as different characters, at least that's what there was in the 3DS version, but in this one I think you just play as Ethan. And we saw from the trailer the Duke is there, he will give you your weapons, so obviously when you kill enemies you can get money. But I'm interested to see how fleshed out this Mercenaries mode is and how different it is to the previous versions of Mercenaries. We also had a similar thing in Resident Evil 7, I think it was Jack's 55th birthday, where you were playing as Mia and your goal was to find stuff to give to Jack. That was sort of a Mercenaries mode because you could like shoot enemies, but this Mercenaries mode will be more in depth, just like it was in the previous games. And then after this we got the announcement of the new demo, and I'm a bit conflicted about this demo because it's not a traditional demo. It's more like how they do open betas, where they're saying you will have an hour to play the demo, and like last time, if you are a PlayStation player you get early access to the demo. You get a half an hour demo in the village and then another half an hour demo in the castle. They're spread over separate days. I think one's 1 week and one's the next week. And then the actual global beta for all consoles and PC will be on the 2nd of May in Europe. I've put up on screen the screen that they showed that had some of the different dates and times, so you know when the full demo will be available to play. I will be doing videos on both the demos. I'll be playing them on the PlayStation 5, so it means they will be out earlier than 1st/2nd of May, but I will be playing the PC beta demo thing on my own, but I won't be recording it. I'll be recording the PlayStation version, so look forward to that. Next is we got something that I think was pretty obvious, and that was a new trailer for Resident Evil Infinite Darkness. We found out that it's set after the events of Resident Evil 4, and it sees Leon and Claire reuniting in the White House that is being attacked. But before the attack goes down, Claire shows Leon a photo of what looks like zombies, and she says it looks similar to Raccoon City, so maybe there's going to be like a subplot where maybe like a town is affected with zombies. I'm not sure. But what we do know is that the Resident Evil Infinite Darkness is coming out in July, which isn't that long of a wait. And also, with the release of this trailer, we got to hear the voice actors from Resident Evil 2 remake back as Claire and Leon again, which I'm quite pleased that Capcom actually got them back rather than casting new actors. After this, we got told that Resident Evil and Dead by Daylight were having a kind of crossover event, which, to be honest, I don't really care about Dead by Daylight. I've never played it. I own it, but I've never played it, so maybe I will actually play it because of the Resident Evil crossover. We'll see. And lastly, something that I think took quite a lot of people by surprise, and that is Resident Evil 4 is coming to VR. Now, judging by the trailer, it's literally, I think, the HD versions of Resident Evil 4 put in VR. I don't have a VR myself, because if I did, I would be playing this. But I don't know what they're going to do to make it different from the other games. Maybe they're going to be adding new gameplay. I'm not sure, but I am very interested to see how Resident Evil 4 will actually play in VR. But that's everything that was in the Resident Evil showcase, and that's all I have for this video. So if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in another video.